Alright, welcome to Clip Component Ammo. Also Guns Rs-423. Okay, today what I have is a Ras-47, AK-47 variant. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do the field strip on this. Okay, first thing before we do anything, we have to clear this and make sure there's no bullets in there at all. So how we do that is pull the slide, nothing's in there. So now we can proceed. Okay, so what we're going to do is now, this is also clear, nothing in there. So the first thing we're going to do is take off the dust cover. How you take off the dust cover? You see a button right here. So what you do is push that in. Once you push it in, you can lift that right off. Very simple. Next thing you do is pull out the spring. In order to take that, it clicks in right here. So what you do is you just push this forward a little bit. All right, and you're able to take that out. Third thing, pull this all the way out. This just pops really out. This is the bolt and the bolt carrier. Now, as far as the bolt and the bolt carrier, all you do is just pull this forward. It kind of twists itself. And then you can pull that out. It's kind of greasy, so yeah, got to clean that. And this is the bolt carrier. Okay, so that's how that goes. Okay, so the next part, what we need to do is, a lot of them seem to be, you know, where you can just push them up. Mine's is not like that, so what I do is I generally just hit this part up, the leather. Once you pull that lever up, you're able to just pull this up, slide this back just a little bit, and you're able to pull out the gas part. This is also what you can clean out as well. And if, like when you're doing a mag pull, you also can lift this part up right here. Pull this off. And then you're able to just take this part off. But I don't have a mag pull to put on there yet, so I'm not going to go that far. And so, there you have it. This is field stripped. Ras-47. If you want to pull the butt stock off, you need a Phillips screwdriver. And what you could do is you can just unscrew that part, and it comes right off. I'm not going to go that far, but when I do get the mag pull furniture, I will take it all apart, and then I will make a video showing all the steps that I take in order to fix this up. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to put it back together. First things first is we're going to put the gas tube back on. Okay, sorry about that. Gonna put this part back on first. Okay, then we're going to put the gas tube back on. Let's put the gas tube back on. Push the lever back down. Mine's is kind of tough, so I got to beat mine down, sort of. If I had a rubber mallet, that would have been kind of better to make sure I don't scratch up the finish. Okay, so now that that's on tightly, the next thing we're going to do is put this part back on the same way that we did the bolt and the bolt carrier. So how we do this is we slide this back on the same way. So you got to make sure that it just slides right back off the bolt into the bolt carrier. And when you do that, make sure the bolt is sticking out. You don't want to do it when it's like this. You want to make sure this is all the way up. Okay, so when we make sure that is all the way up, second part, which, well, not the second part, but this part that could be kind of tricky, is putting the bolt in the bolt carrier back in. So what we do is, you have two of them, but you have two holes right here. You put it in the first hole right here. Some people have to do that with two hands. I think I'm good enough to do it with one. Let's see. Slide it in the grooves. Once it slides in the grooves, it has to be able to come all the way forward. So when you can lock that forward, that means you're doing real good. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to put the spring back in. So as long as you did everything right, everything should go correct. Put the spring back in. And then you also have two pieces right here on the back. So all you have to do is let this hook on. When that hook's in, you're good. If you can't move it, then you're doing it the right way. The last thing we have is the dust cover. So in order to put the dust cover on, which is kind of tricky sometimes, I used to have a lot of problems with it. Okay, put this in. Make sure it locks in. Make sure it locks in first. One second. This is the tricky part. Okay. And that's how you click that back on. Just a little bit of force. Put the magazine back in it. I just love when my magazine is in there, so that's the reason why I do it like that. It's all clear.